Well, several birds rescued from the oil spill along the Orange County coastline were released this morning after being nurtured back to health. And another ship is being looked at as the possible cause of that spill. KCO9 Cars Finnstrom has a story.
Pretty cool to watch that release this morning. 6 seabirds indirectly impacted by this oil spill got to spread their wings. Take a look.
All 6 of them came in due to fishing gear entanglement. So hopefully they'll still stay clear of that again. And they've got a clean environment to go back and feed and live in. So that's what we're happy about.
The Wetlands and Wildlife Care Center says it's held off on releasing more than 200 birds who were already being treated for various injuries because of the spill. 5 of the birds who took flight today are baby brown pelicans. The center says it will keep being involved in the rescue of those oil slick birds as well. So far, 99 have been recovered, and sadly, 67 of those have died. Now to the latest in the investigation of that spill. The U.S. Coast Guard has identified a vessel of interest. Over the weekend, federal investigators boarded the container ship MSC Danet. Investigators say the ship was involved in an anchor dragging incident 8 months earlier near the pipeline that's believed to have ruptured on October 2nd. But investigators stress other vessels, other scenarios are also being investigated. One theory, that anchor dragging incident damaged a stretch of pipeline, and then some kind of secondary strike or stress triggered the spill. So far, the operators of that ship and its owners have not commented. One local we spoke with wants more inspections.
Apparently here, with all the cargo containers and all the pipelines underneath, the inspections aren't frequent enough. The last time this pipe was inspected was a year ago, and the damage happened between then. So I think in light of all the ships, all the money that's being produced either by the oils or by the products being brought in, that these pipes need to be inspected maybe even monthly.
Meanwhile, in Irvine, Congresswoman Katie Porter is leading a joint hearing on the leak, delving into its effects on communities, businesses, and the environment. Orange County residents are getting an opportunity to speak with lawmakers there. The latest estimates from the Coast Guard are that 25,000 gallons of oil spilled. That is far less than the more than 100,000 originally feared. But the Congresswoman says there's still been a clear ecologic impact.
As of October 10, workers had recovered 250,000 pounds of oily debris and 14 barrels full of tar balls from the Orange County shorelines.
And Congresswoman Porter said she also wanted to thank everyone, all the volunteers who have been involved with the cleanup effort. Reporting here from Huntington Beach, Finnstrom, KCO9 News.
Actress and activist Jane Fonda lent her name and voice to the growing call to end offshore drilling.
There are 1,200 active wells in California's coastal waters, and in federal waters there are 23 oil and gas production facilities. Some of these, like Platform LA, where the recent spill occurred, were built between the 1960s and the 1990s. And have reached or exceeded their expected lifespan. They're not safe, and they must be shut down and decommissioned.
And she says she sides with State Senator David Minn's legislation to end all offshore drilling along the California coast. She told the crowd fossil fuels are destroying the planet, and we have little time to correct the current wave of climate change.